Hello, it's me again, Ricky, and welcome back to my channel. We are once again out here for another video, and this time we are going to learn about fire making using the bamboo fire saw method. So stick around. And you want to keep this piece or this part right here as sharp as possible, because this is where we are going to rub our shorter piece of bamboo against. That is what is going to create friction and heat. And this is our shorter piece, and you wouldn't want anything to be sharp on this side, so you have to scrape that with your knife, because you will be holding this one like this. Okay, you have to keep in mind that a freshly cut bamboo is as sharp or even sharper than your knife. Some people in different tribes actually uses bamboo to cut the meat that they process. And we are going to place a notch here on the middle part, and that is the part which we are going to rub right here against. Okay, you want your notch to be as wide as possible, so there's a good amount of oxygen that can enter in your system. Okay, just cut a V notch right here until it reaches the backside of this bamboo, creating a small hole. Again, be careful with your fingers. Okay, now that this has a hole that passes through already, you can start carving it slowly and carefully so you don't cut yourself. Okay, the very reason why we wanted to keep this notch as wide as possible, because you want friction to be focused or to happen on the center part of this notch. Okay, you don't want friction to be happening on the sides. Okay, if we have made this notch a little more narrow, then there's a tendency that the friction is going to happen on the sides, not on the center. So that the reason why we have to make it a little bit wider. So when we rub this against this piece right here, it's going to create friction on the center. That is where we are going to place our tinder. Okay, the inner bark or inner part of the bamboo, that is what we are going to use as our main tinder to catch, hopefully catch the ember or friction that we created by rubbing. And the outer part would be the like some sort of tinder that we are going to place our finer piece of shavings after we've managed to create ember. Okay, so to do that, we just scrape this part, and as I'm doing this, I am creating this finer shavings. You want to make a good amounts of inner bamboo shavings. Okay, maybe twice as much as this. Okay, and now for the outer layer or outer shavings. Okay, simply by looking at the two, you can already distinguish the difference between the two, right? So the inner bark has these finer shavings, and the outer bark has this larger and more fluffy stuff. Okay, I think that is good enough. So what we are going to do next is to rub this finer piece of shavings and expose more of its fibers. Okay, you can simply do it like this. Okay, the more fibers you're going to expose, or the finer shavings you have, the better chances you're going to have a successful ember. Okay, I'm just going to add a few more. Okay, so this is just basically what we are going to need. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. So all these materials, that is what we are going to need to make our bamboo fire saw. Okay, so to start with, I am going to place all these finer shavings on here. And also make use a few of these sticks to hold this part, and keep it pressed against this hole right here, like so. Okay, second thing is you are going to position your bamboo. You can utilize whatever you have at camp. Okay, in this case I'll just use the duct tape pouch that I made. Put it here so it doesn't hurt when I press it against my abdomen, and grab that shorter piece of bamboo and you start rubbing it against this part right here. Okay, okay, for the strokes, you want your strokes to be short and powerful. Okay, since we only have this much space to rub it against with, just position this notch here, and now I'm going to start making friction. Okay, make sure everything is sturdy. and you can already start rubbing. Okay, the ember got destroyed, so I'll try to do it one more time. So just resharpening this piece right here. Okay, let's give it another try. Okay, still no luck. It's probably because the humidity is affecting, so again we would have to introduce again more oxygen, okay, by simply using a holder that is not that stiff. Okay, so you can still let air pass this small clump of fiber right here. Okay, and not pressing it very hard. Okay, so just relax. Again, resharpen these edges. Okay, let's do another try. The third try is always a lucky charm, right? Okay, so again. Okay, this hole has already been dug way too deep and it's too big, so I'll try to carve another hole here on the side. Also also I will be using this side, so this is basically like a new batch. Okay, now back with our position. So I just want to point out to you guys that these types of skills are not very easy to master. I have done several successful uh, Firestone methods in the past, but right now to this day I'm still practicing and mastering it. So let's give it one more try. Whew. Starting to feel numb already. It's wearing out my muscles and my arms. That's how labor intensive this method is. Okay, just relax your body for a bit. Let's do one more try. Hey. Not giving up until my GoPro runs out of battery. Or I run out of battery. In other words, strength. So still using that second hole. That was not easy. I need a good cup of coffee right now and just rest myself.